Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. I have puppy paralysis. Hello, buddy. I've missed you guys so much that I'm willing to go on camera without hair and makeup on a Sunday morning while I'm drinking my coffee, and I have puppy paralysis just so I can check in with you guys. I have a decision to make. I've been, you know how much I love motifs and blankets, and I have been designing squares, and I don't really want to reveal them, but I've been designing a bunch of squares, and I need to decide what to do with them. Am I going to release them once a month? Am I going to put them all together and release a blanket? Am I going to make it a subscription thing? I gotta figure it out. I mean, what do you guys want? I know what you guys want. You guys want 100% free. Not all of you. So I don't know if I'll like do one square a month and put the pattern, teach the whole thing, or if I'll like make PDFs of the whole thing, or if I'll wait and get the whole 12 together and then make a booklet, or if I'll make it a crochet along. Hi everybody, welcome to my Sunday morning with my puppy paralysis. Say hi, Hobie. Sleepy puppy. So hello, I don't know if I can read your comments if you're commenting. Let's see, live chat. I don't know if the chat is coming up. It's okay. So if you're there, please give me a thumbs up and say hello. Good morning. What are you working on? Did you see my blanket that I finished? I did a little video the other day of projects you can make from tutorials I've done on the channel. And so I've got more in the hopper that I need to do for you. I also am feeling very inspired to do more knit. Lately I saw the Knit Picks catalog that came, and I was pretty blown away. I'm thinking, I really would like to be a better knitter, but I just haven't had the patience. I feel like knitting takes so much longer than crochet, and I really need to work on projects that like expand my skills. So maybe I should do a crochet or a knit project with you guys that's kind of a beginner project, and then you guys can be my accountability partners, because I see so many knit projects and I think, oh, they're so amazing, and I'm not sure that I'm up to that. So you know, maybe we should do it together if you're interested. Otherwise, of course, I'm going to stick with crochet. Always crochet will be happening. But I wanted to check in with you guys and say hello and see what you're up to, see if anybody's out there this morning. It's now a Sunday morning. I've got puppy paralysis and my coffee next to me, my stack of squares. There's a little sneak peek. My little stack of squares going. I've got 6 squares done so far. I'd like to have 12 before I make a decision. Hey there, hello. How about a booklet and a crochet along? You know, I think you're right, because I need to stick with my original plan. And my original plan back in December was to self-publish another book. And it's still the plan, but I had a different theme going for the book, the next book, book number 7, but I haven't worked on it at all, and I haven't made any progress. But I got inspired to make some squares the other day, and bam, there's 6. Hello, Australia. Oh goodness, that's early. Hello, thank you so much. It is fun to see you live. I hope you're doing well in Australia. You crochet and donate baby blankets for carriers and car seats. Awesome. Very good. So I'm thinking maybe, Linda, you're right. Maybe I need to rethink my book concept and just go with what inspires me, because as you know, what do you know? Crochet is supposed to be a relaxing and valuable use of our time. And if I'm feeling inspired to make squares, maybe that's the next book that I should be doing. Maybe that's what I should focus on. So I've already talked to a printer about about book number 7, and it was a different concept than the squares, but if I'm feeling inspired to do the squares, as evidenced by knocking out 6 of them in 2 days, maybe I should be doing that instead. And so if I make a little booklet and then we could do a crochet along with it, I think that would be a lot of fun. So we'll see. I don't know. I still love my other concept too, but I haven't been as inspired to work on it. If you do what you love, it won't feel like work. Boy, that is the truth, isn't it? And that's why I just want to crochet all day. I love the channel and love crocheting, and I feel like it's fun. It's not work. It certainly doesn't count as work. It's not income like work, but it is a lot of fun. And so I keep doing it, even though it's fun. It's a hobby. It sounds great. Squares are great for all crochet skill levels, absolutely. And each one, they're not easy squares, but I can teach them and have full videos for each one, and then put all the instructions in one little booklet for you all so that you have them written down. So, but teaching them, I think, makes harder projects, very doable. So they're not easy so far, but I think I can teach them and give people enough confidence if you want to make them. I'm going to try and shoot for the squares to all be a similar size so that you can put them all in one big sampler blanket. What do you think of that? Rather than just random squares. I mean, it's easier. It's so much easier to just do random squares and just stop when I feel like they're done. But if I keep going and make them all like a similar size, then we could put all of the squares together in one big sampler blanket, and I think that would be a lot of fun. And then I got to decide how many squares I need for that. So I was kind of shooting for like a square of the month thing, and we would start and it would take us a full year to do. And then if we made a sampler blanket, I could say like, oh, we need to make, you love the sampler blanket? Okay. I would say like make 6 of these squares this month before we get to next month's square, so that if you had like 6 of each, for example, just pulling a number out of my hat, and then 6 times 12 is what? 72. Then you'd have plenty of squares for a finished blanket at the end of the 12 months if I made 12 squares. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what I should do, since I'm feeling kind of inspired by the squares. Again, I love motifs. I love blankets. Of course, squares can also be made into shawls and stuff too. My Annie's teacher mug, the best thing that Annie's ever did for me. I love this mug. A sampler is a lot better than just random squares. The only problem with that is I love hexagons a lot too. So maybe I should stick with the squares this year, and maybe we could do a hexagon sampler blanket the following year. Also, as we go along, I think it would be good to show you how to make squares. Yes, you're reading my mind here, Squishy. That I can show you how to make it into ponchos and scarves and shawls and stuff too. It amazes me what can be done. Absolutely. And squares are the building blocks of everything else. You can make skirts and sweaters and everything else out of squares. So I love squares. I'm such a square. So is anybody going to Estes Park, Colorado in June? Yeah, hexagons, man, that'd be awesome. Maybe I'll start, when I feel inspired to make hexagons, I'll make some of those too and put them aside, and maybe that'll be our, the following set. Maybe that'll be book 8. Estes Park Wool Market does a big thing every June, and I'm scheduled to teach there. I was scheduled to teach there in June of 2020. Hold on, buddy. He's ringing the bell. Can you see him over there in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen? He's sitting by the deck. He wants to go out. He's ringing the bell. I was scheduled to teach in June of 2020, but the pandemic happened, and now they just pushed my whole registration to this year, June of 2021. But now I'm getting surveys and stuff from them saying, hey, would you come if we still hold it? Would you come even if you had limited number of students? And I just don't know what to do. Oh, look, all the pets at the same time. Look, 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 look. It's a pet trifecta. Where's the other one? Where'd the other one go? Did you see them all? So part of me thinks if I could just drive there, I would be a lot more willing to go. But the flying is the part that I'm hesitating on. But it's still like 4 months away. But I really need to, oh yeah, bags, absolutely. You can make crochet bags out of squares, absolutely. So, I mean, part of me wants to just, well, I'm also not prepared at all because I've had a case of the low motivation doldrums with the whole pandemic. It's just like, why bother to get rid? So I have not like prepared my classes that I'll be teaching at the wool market, but I can. It's like not, it's not that bad. I can do it. I just need to sit down and do it. But it's like, it's hard to prepare when you're not sure if it's actually going to happen or not. So, Hobie, be nice. Muffin and Hobie are playing. Are you going to be gentle? Oh, you're going to be gentle? Yes. Hello, Muffin. This is Muffin. That's Hobie. Hello, Muffin. So I need to get myself together with Estes Wool Market and find out if we're actually going to do it. So those are kind of the decisions that I have on my mind. I still would really like to do something just for you guys, a Zoom class, or like, I mean, it's great to live stream, and I can teach live stream, and I've done that before with you guys, but I also want to be able to see what you're doing and like, you know, go from there. So we'll see. I need to find another platform for how I can hook up more than one camera so that you guys can see my hands well. Theo! I heard Theo meowing. Anyway, some decisions to make. So let me know if you're interested in a square along type thing and whether or not you're going to the Estes Wool Market in June. And if you'd also be interested in a hexagon along thing that could possibly be book 8. You wouldn't fly since the pandemic. Your nurse friend planes are like flying pretty petri dishes. Oh, well, yeah. I did fly back in June, and it was fine. I flew back in June. I don't know why I would be more anxious now than then. I mean, then we knew even less about it, but and that was a full flight, you know, with masks on. You're designing your first crochet bag and was wondering if it's going to be a designer crochet along tool bag. Oh, that would be fun. For bags, I don't usually like to do motifs as much because I like to do more solid stitching where like pens and stuff doesn't fall through. What would be a good size? And a thumbs up to a hexagon along. This blanket here behind me is like 48 by 48. It's a really nice lap size so that if I'm sitting with my legs stretched out in front of me, it covers my whole lap, including my feet, which is nice. I think it's obviously up to you guys and how many squares we do. So I'll play around with the math. Like if I tell you you need to make 4 squares per month, then you'll get a blanket that's this size. But if you make heximal, make along, okay. Hexi make along, yes. Or if I say like, oh, we're going to do 12 squares, it's going to take us a year, but if you make 6 of them per month, then you'll end up with a blanket that's this big. I can do that. That's pretty easy math that I can do to help you predict how big your blanket will be based on how many squares you can do per month. Look at him over there. So, and that really helps like manage your time and your commitment too, I think. So maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I'll run the numbers on that so that you guys can have all the information before you get started. Well, he is like not gonna let up, so I better go. There he goes, ringing the bell again. But it's been so good to talk to you guys, and I appreciate you very much. And I will be back with a really cool video, I hope, for Wednesday. It's going to be epic. So make sure, I mean, it's really something different than you've ever seen from me before. And it's been like 3 weeks in the making for this video for Wednesday. So if you can, please like and subscribe and click the notification bells. And oh, so I'm reading your message here, Linda, that Karen Hooley, she's terrific. So that I'll have a big video for you, hopefully on Wednesday. So keep your fingers crossed. And it's something you've never seen from me before, so make sure you don't miss it. So that is the plan. So hopefully I'll get it together for you since I just mentioned it. Anyway, that's all for today, but thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next video. Now, if I could figure out how to turn off this live stream. There it is. Bye, everybody.